Daniel Carter spent his savings on a quiet property outside Cedar Ridge, Ohio. After his divorce, the isolated house was supposed to be a reprieve. At 2:17 a.m., his security app alerted him to movement beneath the kitchen floor. But Daniel's house didn't have a basement, or at least that's what his realtor told him. Following the sound of footsteps, Daniel moved a storage shelf in his pantry. Hidden behind a layer of fresh paint and new screws was a narrow metal door that appeared on none of the property's blueprints. He opened the narrow door to find a concrete staircase descending into a pocket of cold, stagnant air. It led to a level of the house that shouldn't have existed. The discovery of a hidden room immediately changes the nature of a home. It suggests that the boundaries you thought protected you are actually porous. The staircase ended in a concrete bunker. The walls were covered in hundreds of photographs, pinned in overlapping layers across the entire room. The images documented Daniel's life over 2 years. Him at a grocery store, jogging in a park, and sleeping in his former apartment, months before he had even heard of Cedar Ridge. Among the files, Daniel found a photo from that afternoon. It showed him unloading groceries in his driveway, taken from a vantage point inside the house. On the back, a marker note read, "You looked tired today." When deputies finally arrived, the hidden concrete room was completely empty. There were no fingerprints on the filing cabinets and no DNA on the stairs. Despite the massive collection of evidence, the room was sterile. The police were left with a physical contradiction. An intruder had managed to maintain a massive surveillance hub for years, yet they had vanished from a subterranean room without leaving a single trace of their exit. Investigators began a forensic teardown of the house, looking for the hardware used to capture the images found in the basement. They found cameras hidden inside smoke detectors and electrical outlets. The hard drives contained years of footage featuring previous owners, each recording ending abruptly with a shadow crossing the lens. A former owner named Michael Reeves told Detective Sarah Mitchell that the basement was only a fraction of the problem. He claimed the house contained a second structure, hidden entirely within the first. Behind the drywall, police discovered a hidden network of tunnels wrapping around every room. Deep inside these passageways, they found a notebook containing decades of logs on previous families. But the notes focused most heavily on one target, Daniel Carter. The house was a specialized tool for observation, designed to ensure that whoever was inside the walls remained the true master of the space. Searching for the origin of the tunnels, Detective Mitchell pulled the original property records from 25 years ago. Records showed Daniel's name linked to the house decades before he moved. A timeline shows the property's history and Daniel's life on a collision course. Hospital records revealed his biological father was the man who built the house, Thomas Carter. DNA from hairs found in the tunnels confirmed that Thomas Carter had faked his disappearance decades earlier. He had been living inside the walls of the house he built, waiting for his son to return. The notebook revealed how Thomas had tracked Daniel's adult life, documenting his divorce and his financial status. When Daniel began looking for a house, Thomas used an anonymous shell company to list the property at a price his son would find irresistible. Thomas Carter had engineered the house to be a trap for his own son, using his knowledge of the structure to ensure he could watch Daniel from only inches away. Daniel moved to another state, and the house in Cedar Ridge was demolished. The authorities oversaw the destruction of every tunnel and hidden camera. Every secret room was leveled to the ground. But despite a nationwide search, Thomas Carter was never located. 1 year later, a package with no return address arrived at Daniel's new apartment. Inside was a single photograph of Daniel sitting in his new kitchen the night before. It was taken through the window of his high-rise apartment. On the back of the photo, a message was written in the same black marker found in the Ohio basement. A father never stops watching. 3 weeks later, Daniel called 911 at 2:17 a.m. The dispatcher answered, but no one spoke. There was only the sound of breathing before the call was cut. Daniel was never seen again. You can destroy a house, but it's much harder to escape a prison built by the person who understands your foundation.